I grew up believing my mom was just the best cook in the world, as do many of you, probably not all of you. I've heard from some of you say, Mom couldn't cook. But for the most part, I think we have very fond memories of things our mom fixed through our grown-up years. But I also have some not so fond memories that kind of leave me scratching my head at this point in time about some of my mom's culinary decision-making skills. Like, for example, I realized that my mom did not like onions, and she would not cook with onions. And I cannot cook without onions these days. I love those. So that was one thing. But here's another thing. Mom would fix Spam for meals every once in a while, and she would fix it by frying it and adding pancake syrup. Let that sink in for a moment. There was this other completely horribly awful thing she would fix called dried beef gravy. And she would make Bisquick biscuits, which are, in my humble opinion, the worst biscuits you can ever plop down on a plate. But dried beef gravy, which was just one of the foulest concoctions. You can use it to hang wallpaper if you want to. Eating it, probably I wouldn't recommend that to anybody. And then the other thing, I was remembering this the other day. I had this conversation with my wife, and we were talking about hash. Because we were watching a cooking show where they made hash, and my life experience with hash was the same as hers, and that is coming out of a can of corned beef hash that comes in a jar, which is, again, to my taste, I'm sure somebody likes it because they still produce it, but to my taste, was it ever horrible. But other than that, my mom was a good cook. Good cook. I want to bless you. I talk a lot about food here, don't I? I want to bless you today with extra spice and seasoning in your day. May God give you something that is just brings extra joy, brings the God flavors and the God colors out in your life and the life of someone else. May you have that blessing today. Salt and light kinds of blessings, salt of the earth, light of the world kinds of blessings. May they be yours today, and may it be so in the name of Jesus.